Hi folks. My mouth is very dry. The heat is on. And I haven't been hydrating. So open. So I've been laying in bed the whole night thinking there's a lot of stuff and I'm realizing that is there that I didn't know about. So there's gonna be that. That's gonna be interesting. Basically just, I knew to a degree some of the stuff was there. I just understand it at a different level now. But one of the things is the idea that it's gonna be better soon. Soon this will happen. Soon that'll happen. Any minute now. But that language and that keeps you thinking in that way. You buy into that it's always going to be in the future. It's never here. And I understood before that I wasn't sorry, I'm just thinking. Sorry, I just got way thrown off. A thought took me somewhere completely different. So yeah, being able to say I'm doing instead of I'm going to, being able to say it's changing right now and not it'll change soon. It's changing right now. And that's scary. So it's tonight I've been lying here and just kind of sitting with that. And I'm really excited to get through it. I'm excited to let go of it. That's gonna take a while. But at least I know it's there now, and I can kind of start to dislodge it, right? Yeah. So I also wanted, I wanted to come on and continue talking a little bit about depression, because I completely forgot. Sorry guys, it's 3:00 in the morning. It was talking about doing stuff as opposed to it's going to be in the future. And then I don't remember. Okay. Anyway, the point is, oh yeah, now I remember. I know what it's like the depression, right? I just got this image in my head of all these thoughts as people, all these thoughts that you continuously have. And it's that kind of interlock and form these walls. And it's just it's a lattice work of these people who are thoughts that are not helpful. And the parts of it are coming undone. But it feels really good to look at that and see that I'm taking the lattice work, the people out of there. I'm taking the thoughts out, and it's thinning out. That feeling of being locked into self-hatred, that feeling of being locked into this is how it is and it's not really going to change, even though you keep saying it'll change one day. That is not what's happening now. I'm sitting with this tonight, and it's making me very uncomfortable. It's mostly because I'm angry at myself about it. That I'm even here in this situation. And that's why I think I pushed that away so much, and I haven't dealt with it. I obviously, it's not that I think it's that, it is that. Like, I've avoided dealing with this for a while. But, I mean, I said something to Walter a couple of days ago, and he's like, that's just in the pattern of your self-sabotage. And I was like, oh, that's bad. But it's happening. It's happening right now. The changes are happening right now. And it's gonna be scary. It's like, to get from here to there, I have to go through it. And it's funny because I keep coming to that realization, only a little bit deeper every time. It's like, if I'm gonna go to here, from here to there, I have to cross this stuff. I have to get rid of all this stuff. There's a reason I've been scared. There's a reason. You know, and it's, I got some of it out. I've got some of it out. I have. But there's still a lot more. Like, I really, I did not realize how deep this hole was until I started climbing out and got pretty far out, what I thought was pretty far out, and then, like, looked up. It was like, oh, I missed that. Excuse me. So, yeah, it's gonna be something I'm working on. There's lots of stuff that's being kind of blown apart in my chest, and I can feel it as something that's loosening. Like, yeah, just coming apart. Like, chunks of it are floating off. I kind of think of it as when the Death Star blew up, only in slow motion. But yeah, the change is happening now, and I'm going to remember that it's not happening tomorrow. It's actually changing. It's actually happening. My life is actually changing. Okay, good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's a good thing. It's just, I'm interpreting it as fear. And I want to turn it around to excitement. I mean, it's better not to have either. But, the fear kind of keeps me back. It keeps me back a lot. Lots of fear. Lots of it. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I wanted to come on and say, that it's worth it. In the end, like, yeah, it's there's a lot of I don't want to affirm things with negative talk, but there's a lot of wrestling. I don't think that, I mean, you gotta find your own way out. but it's going to take some amount of time. It's going to be different from everybody. You know, they're ingrown patterns. They're ingrown patterns, like an ingrown hair. I suppose that is kind of what it is. Ingrained patterns. Excuse me. I'm so tired, but I've been up all night. But yeah, I'm getting back to the pattern I used to have, which was like fear. I have a fear, fuck fear. And then I would go and do whatever it was that I'm scared of. Except heights, because I'm totally fine with me being afraid of heights. I don't ever need to go near them. Thank you. Don't need aversion therapy. No. Anyway. It's late. But, this change thing is scary. You know, and I've changed so much already. And each time it's scary, guys. Each level there's another devil, as they say. I'm quite sure who they are. I'm sure they did say it though, because people say it now. Yeah. Every level you pull something more away, and then when you go back to it, when it comes back around, because it's time for you to work on it again, it comes up, right? That's what you work on, whatever comes up. It's time to work on this one again, you know? Like, I didn't realize that it was just gonna keep going. I mean, I knew that there's always something. There's always something, but I just feel like I'm being impatient. I'm being impatient. I just want to be over it. I just want to be done. I want to be done with it. And I'm getting impatient and angry at myself, which does not help the situation. It's hard not to get angry at myself about these things, though. Like, really angry. But that really just makes it so much worse, because I end up completely avoiding it. So I have to find a way not to hate myself about it. I have to find a way not to be angry at myself about it, even though I feel like I really, really should be. And I feel like other people must be by now, must be upset, must be, you know, I mean, they never say it, but I just feel like some people must be very frustrated with me at this point, because I'm not fooling anyone. Like, let's be honest, I'm not fooling anyone. They're very smart people. And it's interesting too to be like fooling, like the phrase fooling them came to mind, but it's also fooling me into believing. I've been fooling lots of people, including myself, a lot of the time, into believing some pretty strange stuff. And it's good to be unpacking that. I have my housemate who's unpacking a lot of stuff too, and we're able to do this together and like look at each other's stuff and be like, well, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And helping each other through this, and it's been really marvelous. Like, it's been really, really, really good for my mental health, and like, really good. There are some things that I need to improve though. The self-sabotage thing with food is a big one. I've kind of gotten into rationalizing. Yep, I have. Let's just admit it. I've gotten into rationalizing, not doing it. I can't do it right now. It'll be, you know, that's on my list, but, you know, I have these other things to take care of first. But the fact of the matter is, if I were taking care of myself, this would be much easier to do. you know? And it's so disheartening in a way to see how simple it is from the other side, because of the amount of suffering that goes on the other side. Like, and it so doesn't need to happen. It really doesn't need to happen. These things, if you're depressed, have depressive tendencies or anxious or whatever your disorder is, wherever you are in the crazy spectrum of human psychic life, right? By psychic, I mean, it means like, you know, your psyche. I love the story of Psyche and not Cupid. No. Eros and Psyche. That's a really cool story. Anyway, yeah. No matter where you are in your feeling ranges, because it's everywhere, right? We are so different from each other, and so, like, we're the same though, but it's really interesting to hear the way other people think and compare it to the way that you think, and then kind of know the way it's not supposed to be, right? I don't really care to be narrative normal, but you know, it doesn't necessitate suffering. It really doesn't. It's a real shame, because once you get to the other side, you're like, oh, yeah, I didn't need